temperate deciduous forests tend to hibernate in the winter. All the trees lose their leaves and they sort of stay in these little tight buds because leaves burn in frozen weather, so they don't want leaves. They're just sort of ready to go in the spring, and all the trees toughen themselves up, and they just sort of ride out the winter all like dormant and don't expend any energy. So the whole kind of woods is sort of dormant as well. Those are the woodland plants all under the ground. You've got a few then spring plants which take advantage of this kind of emptiness of sunlight being screened, and you get a lot of flowers that come up in the spring before the leaves come out on the trees, making use of all the sunlight that makes its way to the forest floor. But it's an interesting time. You can see a lot more through the woods because when all this under canopy comes out later in the year, you won't be able to see so far. I can see yeah, quite a long way through the woods around the side of the hill, even through all the under canopy. But yeah, when this all comes out, you can only really then see about 20 feet through the woods because all this becomes kind of thick, dense foliage. So it's kind of nice to see it like this. Different types of forest do lose their leaves as well, like monsoon forests, where you get a big prolonged dry season. Sometimes their trees lose all their leaves just in much the same way. But here, yeah, it's a good like half the year where the trees don't really have leaves. It's sort of depending when we get a frost, they can lose them from October to kind of December, somewhere in between there, and they sort of start growing them in March, but they don't really grow properly till about May. They just sort of like take ages for these little buds to open up, but they do. And it's also quite a good time to kind of see wildlife because you can see so far through the woods. You can see any birds that are in the treetops. You can see just things from much further away. So it's a kind of interesting time to see the woods. But yeah, soon, or maybe a month or two, loads of spring flowers everywhere because the spring is probably one of the best times to see the woods. Spring for the flowers, autumn for the mushrooms, and every time of the year has different things to offer.